welcome to Facts of the Past. Today we are going to be talking about the Sacco and Vanzetti trial.
Alessandro Bertinelli acted as paymaster for the Slater and Morrell Shoe Company in Braintree, Massachusetts. Alessandro and his guard were shot and killed in an armed robbery at the Slater and Morrell Shoe Company.
He was shot 4 times, with the last shot coming as he fell to his knees.
It is said that 2 men of an Italian descent fled the crime scene in a getaway vehicle and $15,000 at hand. The murderers left the bodies and fled to the money. Sacco worked as a shoe trimmer in Massachusetts, and Vanzetti worked as a kitchen helper. Sacco and Vanzetti were both arrested in a garage and could not identify the whereabouts of them yesterday.
Sacco and Vanzetti, you are under arrest for the murder of the paymaster.
Although both men carried guns, neither had a previous criminal record.
Due to the language barrier, Sacco and Vanzetti provided answers supporting themselves to be guilty.
During their interrogation, they told lies and gave contradictory statements to the police.
Due to the behavior of the 2 men, the authorities concluded that they must be guilty of something.
Therefore, the trial of Sacco and Vanzetti for the South Braintree murder was held in Denham, Massachusetts from May 31st to July 14th, 1921. Later, on July 14th, 1921, the jury found both the defendants guilty of first-degree murder. The jury came to this conclusion using weapons, ballistic tests, and eyewitnesses. Most importantly, emotions and morals play the largest role in coming to this conclusion. Sacco and Vanzetti were both Italian-born anarchists and believed in no government and no law.
This swayed the jury's opinion and the public opinion on the case and trial. At the time, many anarchists were involved in bombings and robberies.
The trial's judge hated anarchists and influenced the jury against the suspects. He would often remind the jury that the 2 suspects were Italian.
Sacco and Vanzetti were sentenced to death.
Free the innocent. Free the innocent. Free the innocent.
This sparked a 6-year struggle to save Sacco and Vanzetti. Many people around the world believe that the only reason the 2 were getting the death penalty because they were foreigners, atheists, and anarchists. There were protests in every single continent except for Antarctica.
Many of the protests got violent, and even bombs were set off. Lots of people got injured and died.
8 motions were made to have a new trial. Each was declined. A man named Celestino Medeiros even came forward and claimed that he and members of the Morelli gang were responsible for the murder.
The Massachusetts Supreme Court deemed that there were no issues in the trial and sentenced Sacco and Vanzetti to death. They were electrocuted on April 9, 1927. There is evidence of Sacco carrying the same model pistol as the one used in the murder and robbery. The ballistics of the weapon will be run later to confirm the involvement. Years later, it was found that Sacco's gun was in fact the murder weapon.
In 1983, ballistic tests were run and showed that the bullet that killed the paymaster came from the same gun that was taken from Sacco at the time of his arrest. Still, people believe that neither of them were guilty and that they were treated unjustly.
You were just shown a reenactment of events that happened 99 years ago.